I'm so sick of our country tolerating these people who come in here, subvert our processes, figure out how to the American people, steal the tax dollars, send our kids to their wars, and then we're told, oh, it's the freest country and it's so amazing and we're the baddest people on earth. Bro, this country doesn't belong to the people because the people have abdicated their responsibilities of being an active citizen. They look the other way when people do. They give everybody the benefit of the doubt. They take the high road. They don't call for accountability. That's the result of everybody having empathy and sympathy for people like this. We need a clean house. They all need to go, and that's reality. And until Americans get to a point where they realize that these examples need to be set for people so that nobody with them ever again, we're too soft to survive as a culture. What is up, guys? It's Andy Frisella, and this is the show for the realists. Say goodbye to the lies, the fakeness, and delusions of modern society, and welcome to reality. Guys, today we have Andy and DJ Cruise the Internet. That's what we're going to do. That's what CTI stands for, Cruise the Internet. That's where we put topics of the day up on the screen. We speculate on what we think is true and what we think is not true, and then we talk about our role as we the people to solve these problems going on in the world. Now, if this is your first time listening, we have shows within the show. We're going to have Q&AF. Q&AF is where you get to submit questions and we give you the answers. If you don't know, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a pretty fucking good one too. So submit your questions on how to win, how to kick ass, how to be badass in life, entrepreneurship, business, personal development, and we'll answer them. Now, you could submit your questions a couple different ways. The first way is,
guys, email those questions in to askandy@andyfrisella.com.
Or you go on YouTube on the Q&AF episodes, drop your question in the comments, and we'll pick some from there as well. We're also going to have Real Talk. Real Talk is just 5 to 20 minutes of me giving you some real talk. And then we're going to have 75 Hard Verses. 75 Hard Verses is where someone comes on the show who has completed the 75 Hard program. They talk about how their life was in disorder, how they used the 75 Hard program to mentally realign and get their life together. If you're unfamiliar with the 75 Hard program, it is the initial phase of the Live Hard program, which is a year-long program chopped up into phases that helps you stay as sharp as possible all the time. It is available for free at episode 208 on the audio feed. There is also a book available at andyfrisella.com called The Book on Mental Toughness. That book outlines the entire Live Hard program, plus a whole bunch of extra chapters on mental toughness, why it's important, how to build it, and how to use it to create your best life. The book is not required. You don't have to buy it, but it's good and we can't keep it in stock. So if you're interested in that, andyfrisella.com. If you want the bare bones of the program, just go do it on your own for free. It's available at episode 208 on the audio feed. One thing you will notice, we do not run ads on the show. I don't want to be told what I can and can't say by some person. And in exchange for that, I ask you very simply that you help us grow the show. If the show makes you think, if it makes you laugh, it gives you a new perspective. If it's something that you think people need to hear, we need you to help us grow the show. That's why we talk about all the things that get you traffic throttled, traffic banned, get episodes pulled. We're constantly dealing with that. So we need you to give us a hand. So if we bring the value, help us grow the show. All right. Don't be a hoe.
Share the show.
All right. What's up, dude?
What's up, dude?
Nothing.
Dude, I was just looking on this picture. That's a nice dog. That's a good-looking dog there.
Yeah, what is that, you think?
Like a pit bull.
Yeah.
Like one of those, like, shelter puppies.
Yeah. I like bully breeds, bro.
Like one of those, never mind. I'll say, like,
yeah.
I can't say it. I can't fucking say it.
Well, all I'm saying is this.
It's a nice dog.
Yeah. I like bully breeds. I had American Bulldogs. Now I got English Bulldogs. Had all the different working breeds growing up, but I got to say, dude, the bully breeds are my favorite.
They're great dogs.
But they're not for inexperienced owners, man.
No.
People don't understand how to work with working dogs. If you don't give them a mission, if you don't give them a job, if you don't like exercise them daily, they will be destructive. It's just part of the deal. So part of these, part of this situation with the dogs that really irritates me is that when people get these dogs because they think they look cool for Instagram and then like keep them locked up in an apartment or don't work them. And bro, that's not, you know what bothers me, dude, is the people that get pets in general that just don't fucking do shit with them. You know what I mean?
Get them just to get them.
Like, brother, like, I know this sounds weird, but I get anxiety about these fucking ducks being in their fucking little house. I'm like, fuck, I got to get home because like they've been in their little thing all day. And I know that sounds stupid, but dude, I can't do that, man.
No, that's a real
It's just
thing.
not in me, man.
No,
I don't know
real.
how people do that shit. Like, I don't know how people have animals and just leave them fucking and don't spend time with them or don't make an effort. It's I don't know. It's weird to me. You shouldn't have fucking animals if that's how you're going to be.
No, that's real.
Yeah.
That's real shit, bro. Yeah. Yeah, man. How was your weekend? Labor Day weekend?
It was good. I did labor. Yeah. I lifted some weights. It was laborious. No, man, it was good. You know, I wish people would stop and think about, you know, why we have that day off a little bit more. You know, I grew up around a labor type family. All my aunts and uncles and cousins and, you know, pretty much everybody I grew up with around, they were all in some sort of construction trade, whether it be selling materials or building things. And, you know, I think especially the younger generation who is all engulfed in social media and technology, you know, I really believe that a lot of these people, I think the world would be better if everybody had a mandatory work 2 weeks labor job every year. If you had to work one paycheck as a laborer for every year, the rest of your year, you'd be so fucking thankful for what you get to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's real.
Like the world would be a better place and there'd be more respect for people that work for a living.
I was about to say that there'll be a whole different level of respect for those people, bro.
It's these young kids don't get it, dude.
No.
Like you think your fucking job is hard because you come in and sit at a fucking desk? You're a fucking bitch. That's not hard. No. You know what hard is? Carrying fucking concrete forms out of a 30-foot hole in the mud when it's 110 degrees outside, and then doing that the next day and the next day and the next day. You know what's hard, bro? Getting up on a roof and being up there every single day of your life for 40 years. You know, a lot of young people, they don't get that shit. Yeah. You know, I don't know. I'm frustrated.
You know, like in China, bro, there's like mandatory like military service. We just do like mandatory hard work service when they're like I think it fucking would be 18, good. Do that for a year, and then you can go do whatever. I think it would be good for everybody if that were to happen. Plus, you would learn skills. You would learn how things are built. You would learn how to operate amongst men. You know, like we've really lost a lot by not having the youth super involved in that. And you know, it's crazy, man. I'm a little irritated with society. I know you're shocked, but these like I just couldn't help this, bro. I was looking on social media today, and it's like all social media has become is a total bitch fest about how hard everybody has it and their sad story and bro, you think that everybody else don't have hard shit going on just because they don't bitch. It's called being a stoic. Yeah. It's called fucking being a man. It's called, you know, oh, men can't talk to anyone. You know what, motherfucker? A lot of you talk way too much. That's the problem. You complain way too much. You bitch way too much. You fucking whine way too much. And that creates an identity that you can't escape from. How can you feel good if all you're doing is bitching, complaining, and whining all the time about how bad you have it? You don't have it fucking bad. You don't have it hard. You get to come into AC and fucking type some words on a goddamn computer screen. It's called your job. These other motherfuckers are out here in the fucking elements, climbing towers, in the heat, in the bad weather, not making what they should be making, quite honestly, and doing things so that the rest of us can live a comfortable life. And there's no respect for that anymore. And dude, I don't know. I feel like I've become that old man that's like, all these kids. Get off my lawn.
Yeah, bro. Like for real. Because it's just so insane the amount of pussy shit that I see people complain about. I'm just over it, dude.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure it's a hard thing. Like, I mean, is the world changing? Like, you know, but like, I mean, your youth was not that long ago. You know what I'm saying? When that was the way it was supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't know, it's just a whole different perspective, I guess, when you get up there.
I think the world has changed, bro. When I was 20 years old, there wasn't all these opportunities with like social media. Not everybody was trying to be a YouTube star. Not everybody's trying to, you know, do this and that with technology. I'm not blaming people for trying to do that, but like you didn't have the option. So if you needed money, guess what you had to do? You had to fucking work. And I'm thankful enough that I was forced to do some of these really hard jobs growing up.
by my dad. I fucking hated him for it, dude. But now I'm like super thankful.
Yeah.
Like he used to make us work on a concrete crew in the summertime. And then, and bro, we didn't get treated special. We got treated like fucking.
Hey, you need to get your fucking ass over here, bro. Let's go.
Yeah. And dude, and then, painting the stripes on those parking lots in the heat, moving those bumper blocks all over. Like, bro, that shit builds character, and a lot of these kids just don't have it, dude.
It's like, yeah.
I just can't stand people that show up and complain about like basic shit. You know what I'm saying? Life's hard, bro. And winning is even harder. Like it's rare. It's not something that everybody just gets to have. It's not, you don't get to win just because you were fucking born. And you don't get to win just because other people are winning. And you don't get to win just because you think it's not fair that they win and you don't. It's not fucking fair. It's never going to be fair. And winning is exceptional. It takes exceptional effort. It takes exceptional perseverance and determination and grit and fortitude. And dude, I'm just sorry. Like you young motherfuckers don't fucking get it yet. You just don't. All I see, like I made a post today after I work out. I said, I think the world needs more whining. I think the world needs more analyzing of thoughts. And the world needs more, granola hippie, in your feels type bullshit. Less work, more complaining. That'll get you the life you want. Right? Like see how stupid that sounds when I say that? And that's what these motherfuckers do all day. And I'm just over it, dude. Like I have a real concern for the future of the country based on the weakness of the youth.
Yeah,
so,
man. Yeah, the only thing that saves me, man, is like I just keep going back to like when we went to that county fair.
By the youth, bro, I mean under 50. I don't mean fucking 20.
No, for sure.
There's grown men out here that are fucking in their 40s, sucking their mom's sucking their mom's titty still. Like, bro, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, what you were saying, go ahead.
No, I don't know. I feel like there is still some hope.
There is. Otherwise, I wouldn't do this.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like there's a few, and I just hope that those few be the ones that fucking make the massive waves out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man, so it is Tuesday. It is Wednesday.
Well, today's Tuesday.
Right.
But they're hearing this on Wednesday.
Right.
Which we got some plans to fix that. Just
Little
so
inception.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we might have a little live broadcast coming up here soon, but we're going to keep that under wraps.
It's just a conspiracy for right now.
Yeah, it's just a conspiracy theory. It's probably not going to happen.
Yeah, probably not, No, man, but
there's some big changes coming to the show.
We do got some big changes.
Yeah, like some real big changes.
Mm-hmm.
Probably, towards the end of this month. It's going to be a total realignment of the show, and I think it's going to be for the better.
Also, very conspiracy.
Yeah.
Stuff. So
anyway, what's up with you?
Oh man, everything's
now that
good,
I ranted for 10 minutes about all the. I feel good, dude.
It's needed. It's needed. It's a good message.
Yeah.
No, everything's good, man. Just put the cruise together. There's some shit to cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's connect some dots. I don't have a dumbass of the day. I don't have a conspiracy. I have a reminder to the American people.
I cover the dumbass of the day.
Yeah.
It's a collective dumbass of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. All you fucking weak ass bitch pussies are dumbasses of the day. Your job is not hard. You fucking type shit on a fucking computer screen. Go dig a ditch for the next 2 weeks and then come back and you'll be thankful you did it. That's dumbass of the day.
What if all the safe spaces people needed, they had to actually
bro,
make themselves?
Listen, we've lost something in this country because of it, dude.
Yeah, man. Well, the problem is...
Look around, bro. Look at people. Look at fucking people. Look at people. 90% of the people are fat fucks. Look at them. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, look, we're going to fight someone in a war? What? All they got to do is throw us some cheeseburgers, bro. We're going to fucking lose. I'm over it, dude. I'm gonna fucking create my own little group. We're gonna all be jacked and tan and juicy as we're gonna kick people's asses if needed.
Mm-hmm.
You could be in my group, but you can't be a turd.
That group sounded like it existed before.
No comment. If you know history,
it does repeat itself.
Yeah.
No, man. Let's get into this cruise, man.
If people really knew history, they would think quite differently.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Once you know the actual truth, which is just the opposite of everything they told us, it's a whole different light out here, man.
Yeah.
You see the world differently, bro.
But let's hop into this cruise, man. I wanted to start this off by reminding the American people of something, and I think this is important. We talk about it all the time. We can't forget the shit they've done. I think it's very, very important. And I found this little quick clip here, and I just think it's important. And the video is titled "Never Forget That This Video Exists." Let's check this out.
First of all, I didn't recommend locking anything down.
And the record will show, Neil, that we didn't recommend shutting everything down.
I recommended to the president that we shut the country down. And that was a very difficult decision because I knew it would have serious economic consequences, which it did.
Very quick video. Very quick video.
Yeah. Well, that could go for all of that. I mean, remember that video of the collage? I think we played it on the show where it was like 5 minutes long of all these people talking about how the unvaccinated people needed to be fucking excommunicated from society and they lose their rights to function. They shouldn't be allowed to have jobs. And now all these people say they didn't say that shit. Bro, fuck these people, all of them. They made you watch your family die on fucking Zoom. That's enough. Okay?
They made you guys do that.
Bro, these people deserve death. All of them. And that's just reality, dude. There needs to be an example that is so fucking strong to the people who, I'm talking about the motherfuckers who coordinated the fucking whole thing. Mm-hmm. I'm not talking about the average Joe who fell for it. I'm not talking about your neighbor who was a shitbag and yelled at you. I'm talking about the people who organized the largest psychological manipulation propaganda that's ever existed in humankind. We did not ever have the internet before. We didn't have the ability to blast people 24 hours a day with propaganda. Most of the people are victims. Us, the people who disagree with us. But this motherfucker and all his little buddies deserve to be at the end of a fucking rope. And that's reality. And until Americans get to a point where they realize that these examples need to be set for people so that nobody fucks with them ever again, we're too soft to survive as a culture.
Dude. Now, I had this video because there was another very interesting thing that came out today, or over the weekend, I should say. But the thing is, and I want to start with saying this first. I'm an American. I pledge allegiance to this country. I give two what happens in any other country, anywhere else in the fucking world. I don't
until
we get our shit together.
We are perfectly kicking ass
for sure.
Yeah,
right. But like, I don't want my tax dollars going anywhere.
Nope.
I don't want my I don't want nothing. I give two they decide to do in any of these other countries. I care about this country first. Okay.
I agree.
Now, with that being said, it is very important that we watch, just expose the bullshit here. Okay. Obviously, Israel and Palestine, they're having a conflict. They've been having a conflict for over almost a year now. And I saw this, man. I just thought this was a very interesting take. I want to get your opinion on it. But obviously, politics aside, you look at the end picture of it. I think the goal for Israel is to take over that area, claim it as their own, create the Jewish state, keep it moving.
I agree.
I think, like, again, it doesn't matter what side you sway on. There's a lot of fucking people in that area, in Gaza specifically. How do you do that?
Well, the only reason that the rest of the Muslim community hasn't blown Israel off the face of the earth is because of the United States.
Yeah.
And then you got people saying we need them more than they need us. I think not, motherfucker.
I think not.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, how do you get, like, you would have to remove or move a lot of fucking people in order to do that.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's been bombings and things going on, which have definitely, put some dents in those numbers. But then I see this thing, and there's some supporting arguments here and articles here, which is interesting. I saw this headline pop up. This headline reads, Middle East crisis, polio vaccinations in Gaza are beating goals, WHO says. Right? And I saw this. I'm like, damn, this is weird, right?
Wait.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep
going.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. And it talks about, this vaccine drive has been more successful than expected, a WHO official says. The World Health Organization said on Tuesday that the campaign to vaccinate 640,000 children in Gaza against polio had so far been more successful than expected as families flocked to receive the treatment. Teams of health workers delivered the 2-drop oral vaccine to 161,000 children in the first 2 days of the roughly 10-day operation, surpassing the organization's goal of 150,000 for the first phase of the campaign in central Gaza. Quote, "It's going well." Reek Peppercorn, the organization's representative for the Palestinian territories, told reporters by video link from Gaza on Tuesday, describing an, quote, "almost festive atmosphere as families went to designated sites to get their children vaccinated." So I see that, right? Okay. Over 500,000 kids is their goal to get vaccinated for this polio vaccine, right? Now, let's hop in a little time machine because we have to go back to November 25th of 2019, okay? And this is an article by AP, okay? And the headline reads, "More polio cases now caused by vaccine than by wild virus." 4 African countries have reported new cases of polio linked to the oral vaccine. As global health numbers show, there are now more children being paralyzed by viruses originating in vaccines than in the wild. In a report late last week, the World Health Organization and partners noted 9 new polio cases caused by the vaccine in Nigeria, Congo, Central African Republic, and Angola. 7 countries elsewhere in Africa have similar outbreaks and cases have been reported in Asia. Of the 2 countries where polio remains endemic, Afghanistan and Pakistan, vaccine-linked cases have been identified in Pakistan. Now, we know that polio is a very, very dangerous virus. It's most of the time pretty fucking fatal. But this vaccine, right? Now, this was in 2019 that this article came out again, okay? And then, you know, go a little bit further back in 2023, this article, "Unethical to continue using polio-causing oral polio vaccines," where everybody said that it's unethical to use. So why the fuck are they still using it today?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious why.
I mean, fuck.
They're trying to eliminate fucking population, and they start with the kids.
Bro.
Why do you think they were fucking pushing all these young kids to get this fucking vaccine for COVID? Why do you think they were pushing fucking all the pregnant women to get it, dude?
Bro.
Listen, I'm not surprised at all. This is how these people think. This is what they do, and this is what I'm talking about. This is crimes against humanity over and over and over again. And nobody holds them into account, so they keep doing it. We got pathetic leadership, and that goes for anybody up there that's not calling for this. Like, where the fuck is Rand Paul, who was I'm grilling Dr. Fauci, or Ted Cruz, I'm grilling Dr. Fauci. It's what I told you guys a couple weeks ago. These people don't give a shit. They go out there in person, they put on a show, and then they go back and they take their fucking pharma money and they let it go and shut the fuck up. And they let people all across the world get victimized by the WHO, by the World Economic Forum, by the fucking Communist Party that is a globalist communist party. And they're using poison and, bro, I mean, dude, look, they put in our water. That's real shit. They put in our air. That's real shit. Oh, that's not real shit. Then why are they making laws to ban chemtrails in the air? Why did they just make laws to remove fluoride from the water? Why, if that's conspiracy theory, then why make the law to correct it?
Right.
Bro, these people poison the fuck out of us. I wouldn't be surprised if the real human age is like 150 years old and they're just trying to fucking cycle us through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Who knows, dude? We don't even know. We don't know. We don't even know what the true length of a human life should be because we don't know the history. All that we know of history is what they've told us. So how do we know? How do we know that people aren't supposed to live to 200 years old and we're getting it cut in half by these people putting chemicals in all our shit? How do we know? Wouldn't it make more sense for people to have a 80-year life than a 200-year life? Because then they would forget. History would be easier to create. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, I know that sounds way out there for people, but the truth of the matter is you don't fucking know, and neither do I.
Yeah, that's real, man. Guys, jump in on this conversation. Let us know what you guys think down in the comments about this I'd love to hear your thoughts.
These people are killing these fucking kids, dude, intentionally.
Bro. That's
You know, the bombing got too hot, so now it's, let's put this in them.
Let's save them.
You know what I'm saying? By the way, they're going to use these hostages getting executed for this past week for another string of bombings. They're going to bomb the fuck out of these people again. Bro, it's genocide. It just is. And anybody who says different, you're full of shit.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid, man. Well, guys, let's get into our headlines. Remember, if you want to see any of these pictures, articles, links, videos, go to AndyFrisella.com. You guys can check them all out there. We link them on the site for you there. With that being said, let's get into our first headline, man. This is probably the top headline of the day. China and their spies they have in our country. It's, it's been a talk for a minute. Obviously, we know there's a lot of influence that China has on our country, from top down, left, right. Doesn't matter, local level, state level. They're all embedded. And that's what's coming out today in the news cycle. Headline reads, former aide to New York governor charged with acting as an agent of the Chinese government. A former aide to New York Governor Kathy Hochul was charged with acting as an agent for the Chinese government. U.S. Attorney Breon Peace announced Tuesday. Linda's son, a former deputy chief of staff to Hochul, was charged with violating and conspiring to violate the Foreign Agents Registration Act, visa fraud, alien smuggling, and money laundering conspiracy, according to an unsealed copy of the indictment. Her husband and co-defendant, Chris Hu, was also charged with money laundering conspiracy and conspiracy to commit bank fraud, as well as misusing means of identification, prosecutors say. Their home was raided by federal investigators in July, according to sources. According to prosecutors, Sun acted as, quote, an undisclosed agent of the Chinese government, while her husband, Hu, facilitated the transfer of millions of dollars in kickbacks for personal gain.
Hold on. You could say the same fucking thing. You could say that exact same sentence about almost I don't know, a few hundred of the members of our government, and all you would need to change is Chinese to Israeli. So now do Israel.
I mean, with Biden, just take out fucking Sun, put Biden in there. It's the same thing too.
Let's do Israel too while we're doing China.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Ukraine.
Yeah.
All the places that we're fucking fighting these fucking fronts for.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting? CNN reached out to attorneys representing Sun and Hu. Among Sun's activities, prosecutors say she acted as an undisclosed agent of the People's Republic of China and the Chinese Communist Party, acting at their request and engaging in political activities to further the interest of the CCP, including, quote, blocking representatives of the Taiwanese government from having access to high-level New York State officers. In the press release, prosecutors outlined an effort by Sun to wield her position to influence in state government in order to, quote, covertly promote the PRC and CCP agendas, which prosecutors said were, quote, directly threatening our country's national security. Yeah,
you could say that about fucking hundreds of our fucking members of our government who are dual citizens with Israel, who fucking put Israel first. They say it out of their fucking mouths, and then they aren't required to register as foreign agents.
How does that work?
Well, you know, when presidents call for the registering of foreign agents by Israeli dual citizenships, you know what happens to them? They get fucking their heads blown off in Dallas in 1963.
Shit. Yeah, man. Fuck. This is a CNN article, by the way, guys. Yeah. But the article continues saying, while working in state government, prosecutors allege Sun used her position to obtain official New York State proclamations for PRC government representatives without authorization. Prosecutors also allege she tried to, quote, facilitate a trip to China by a high-level unnamed New York politician and attempted to arrange meetings for visiting delegations from the PRC government with New York government officials. Quote, this individual was hired by the executive chamber more than a decade ago. We terminated her employment in March 2023 after discovering evidence of misconduct immediately reported her actions to law enforcement and have assisted law enforcement throughout this process, Hochul's press secretary, Avi Small, said in a statement to CNN. Sun had several government titles for more than a decade, public employment records, and her LinkedIn profile show positions span across several agencies focused on New York's economic development and labor sector. Sun and Hu were arrested at their Long Island residence Tuesday morning. The couple is set to appear in court Tuesday afternoon, the U.S. Attorney's Office said. One of the examples, just their house in Long Island allegedly cost $4.1 million.
That house?
That house right there. It is New York, though, bro. It is New York. Because, that's like...
look, bro.
It's like 400 here.
You know why everything fucking costs so much in New York? Because they're all stealing fucking money. They're all stealing our fucking money. Whatever, man.
Yeah.
Everybody's got lots more money there because they fucking know how to steal it.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's a fucking $400,000 house out here.
Yeah, that's 400 easy. Easy.
Well, it's probably like 700 now.
Yeah, Bidenomics. It's working. It's working, man. But yeah, we keep seeing stories of these. Now,
that was her house?
Yeah. Well, China's house, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, my only thing here,
so what did they do to her?
Oh, she's in jail right now.
Okay, what are they going to do?
We'll see. She's in court today right now as the show's recording. So
all these people should be executed. Every single one of them. Every single spy, every single one of these motherfuckers that fucking comes here and takes money and puts interest of other countries ahead of ours and try to subvert our country. I don't give a if it's Israel. I don't care if it's China. I don't care if it's Iran. I don't give a if it's fucking Canada or Mexico. I don't care. I don't care. I'm so sick of our country tolerating these people who come in here, subvert our processes, figure out how to the American people, steal the tax dollars, go send our kids to their wars, and then we're everybody's bitch. And then we're told, oh, it's the freest country and it's so amazing and we're the baddest people on earth, bro. We're the fucking iron fist covered in the white glove for the globalists. That's what America is. That's what it's been for over 100 years. We are the enforcers for the worst tyrants on the planet. And that's the result of everybody having empathy and sympathy for people like this. We need a clean house. They all need to go. People should be terrified to do anything that's even close to treasonous. How many cases of treason have we covered on this show?
That's what I'm saying. This is this is not nothing new. We've covered this on a few other people. There was one in Los Angeles that just got fucking raided.
Not a single dual citizen of any country should serve any position in our government, even at the DMV.
No. Here's my question. All right. Because I always find it interesting. We talk about this quite often where, you're good until you're not good.
Mm-hmm.
Until the checks stop, until, you don't want to go with this narrative. You're good. We'll keep letting you play the game.
Mm-hmm.
This bitch has been working under these offices for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Why now? Why now is she being ousted? Did the check stop coming to Hochul? Right? Like,
probably.
did you not get was it cut starting to get smaller and smaller? Did you want more? Did you start getting, you know what I'm saying? And now you want to just out this lady?
Yeah.
I'm not saying she shouldn't be outed. Fuck her. But why now? There's more here. There's way more here that they're not fucking saying.
They all know this is going on, dude.
They know it, dude.
They all know this is going on. For us to reclaim our country, to belong to the American... Bro, we are completely lied to, okay? We are told growing up that this is our country and it's we the people and American citizens. And bro, we are everybody's bitch. We're the only people in the world that work our asses off, that work more time for our own government than we do for ourselves. Then the tax dollars that are taken off of our backs and put into the pockets of these, government officials are misused, misappropriated, stolen, used to send our people to war so they can make money. Bro, this country doesn't belong to the people because the people have abdicated their responsibilities of being an active citizen. They look the other way when people do shit. They give everybody the benefit of the doubt. They take the high road. They don't call for accountability. They don't even pay attention to what's going on. And then they look around and they're like, what's going on? Why can't I make any money? Because all they're worried about is their NFL shit, what they're watching on fucking Netflix, who they're trying to fuck, where they're trying to eat, and they don't give a shit about any of this. And then people say shit like this, I don't really pay attention to politics. Well, that's why it's happening, because you're a fucking asshole and you won't do your citizen duty to pay attention to what's actually going on and where your money's going and what we're actually being victimized as an entire country full of people.
Well, and the dangerous game is that, for a lot of people, by the time they realize, it'll be too late.
It's already too late.
It'll be too late, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys.
I tried to tell people this years ago. Do you not remember me telling people, bro, you got to get wealthy now or you're not going to be able to get wealthy anymore. You're not going to have a chance. And people fucking laughed. And now look at them. They can't afford to fucking pay their bills. They're blaming everybody else. Bro, what decisions did you make 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 2 years ago? You made the easy decisions. That's why you're fucking struggling right now. That's the truth. People were trying to warn you. I was trying to warn you. Lots of people were trying to warn you. But you chose the easy route. You chose to stick your head in the sand. And now you're looking around and blaming everybody but yourself. It's your fucking fault. It's our fault as people that this is happening. And we need to change the way that we look at the people who do these things to our country and stop giving them passes and stop saying it's okay and stop saying it's okay for people that serve in our government to have dual citizenship of any country at all. We need to stop saying it's okay for us to send our kids overseas and go to war. We need to stop being okay with being taxed at a rate that's literally ridiculous and unlivable and super oppressive to where people can't even eat. It's not the fucking greed of the corporations. It's not the profit margin or price gouging. That's what the government says. It's the government taking your fucking money and taxes and then using it against you. That's what the problem is. And you dumb motherfuckers think it's price gouging. It had nothing to do with price gouging. You know who's gouging us? Our own fucking people, our own government. That's who's gouging us.
Yeah, man. Guys, jump in on this conversation. Let us know what you guys think down in the comments. With that being said, let's go check some of these comments out. People like Duke.
Yeah, Duke's cool.
They people like that episode. This comment comes from at the Mr. Carter 78. He says, "This might be my favorite episode. Pure adult comedy."
That's right.
Yeah,
I agree, Mr. Carter.
I agree. Fucking Carter's yoked. Good Lord.
That's Carter Ray, bro.
That's not Carter Ray.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think so.
I think it is before he got it ripped.
So you think we all look alike?
Sometimes. You motherfuckers think we look alike. Don't you?
No. You and Joe look nothing alike. You and Keith look nothing alike.
Oh, well, then I take back what I said. Clearly, no black people ever look alike.
Now, smell.
Listen to this guy.
Is universe.
What are you trying to say? White people smell like baloney?
No, it's like
you talking about white people
when they if you get real sweat. Not you. You have good BO. You're fine.
Yeah.
But there is a cultural norm of.
So you're saying that you think black people smell the same and white people smell the same?
Yeah, I do.
Huh?
No, I'm saying like it's hot dog water.
What are your pronouns again? I know what you're trying to do here, bro. You're trying to walk me into some shit.
No,
yeah.
I'm not. I wouldn't dare.
I can tell you this. If you go to a trailer park, all motherfuckers smell the same.
Yeah.
That's
I learned that because I've been into some.
They smell like the inside of a fucking Quickie Mart.
It's a very distinct smell. It's maple syrup. It's weird.
What?
Yeah.
Are you talking about white people?
No, like just trash pour. Because I've been in poor black people's houses. Maple syrup is there.
Yeah, bro.
Am I lying?
It does smell like that. It smells like
it's
you
like
just walked in.
fucking...
No, like you just walked in and missed breakfast.
Yeah,
but breakfast wasn't.
It was never served. No,
Yeah.
it wasn't even there. Like it just because I know when I had to go out there.
What is that?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Maple syrup's the thing, though.
White people smell like cigarettes and Mountain Dew.
Drywall.
They do. Well, you are scared of water.
I find the water.
You aren't.
Yeah.
But you all are. That's all right. We're scared of the dance floor.
Y'all scared of us.
Well, I mean, let's look at the crime statistics. We're not fucking scared. We're just good at math.
Oh, man. All right. Next comment comes from ChrisMan0819. He says, this is what uneducated racism looks like.
Oh. Okay. Well, how do we make it educated?
I hate African Americans. Is that better?
I liked what we just did. I mean, it led right into this.
Well, you might have a point.
Bro, isn't it funny how all the people that call everybody racist are usually the racist ones?
Oh, bro, they're so fucking racist.
Yeah.
They're so racist.
This is what uneducated racism looks like. But you're okay with educated racism.
No, educated racism.
Right? Like,
fine.
Like this. Like,
vote for me, hope.
Yeah. Or how about this? You know, we have to not allow voter ID because black people are too stupid to get IDs.
They don't know where the DMVs
and they don't know
are.
how to use computers either.
Mm-hmm. That's educated.
These are statistical facts.
That's
See, that's educated racism.
I'd vote for you, bro.
Yeah, vote for me. I'll
Don't
teach black people on the computer.
Don't even know where.
I mean, what can we do some more educated racism? Black people need the federal government in their lives to tell them exactly what to do. So vote for us and we'll take your money and we won't build any of the schools. We won't give you any of the money. And then we'll say that someone stole it when really it was us. And then we'll come in every 2 years because you're so stupid. And we will say the same thing every 2 years. And we'll say it was the white guy's fault. And you'll believe it. You know why you'll believe it? Because you are stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Does that sound educated?
They can't do it themselves.
Is that educated racism?
That's educated racism.
I learned that from the Democrats.
Yep. Great play.
Yeah. All right, Chris, man.
This next one comes from at Cordell's.
Bro needs some testosterone in his life.
Oh, he's lacking it for sure. See if
he's wearing one of them boat necks.
Mm-hmm. His beard does for sure.
Why are you gay?
This next comment comes from at Cordell's Hunt. Cordell's Hunt. He says, just found out my mother-in-law is so white that she thinks pepperoni is too spicy. Love you guys. The podcast is amazing.
That sounds like a black people thing. Do black people like spicy shit?
Yeah.
You don't.
I don't.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, pepperoni's not spicy.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
I don't think it's pepperoni is spicy.
I don't either.
I think it's a white thing. It's definitely a white thing.
I never even really heard that pepperoni was spicy.
Mm.
Now they make spicy pepperoni,
Hatzazita.
but it says spicy on it.
Mm.
Like pepperoni on your pizza typically isn't spicy.
No.
Do you guys think it's spicy? See, they're all white.
Yeah. Oh.
I think these racial stereotypes.
Well, this is a black guy.
Huh?
Yeah.
How you
Cordell,
know?
that's a black. This is a nigga. His name's Cordell. What? He's black.
His name's Cordelis.
No, it's just Cordell's.
Cordell's Hunt. Sounds black. It does.
My personal
It's a strong
experience.
name.
No, it's a
That
good
sounds
name.
like
It's a damn good name. Yeah. Stays with the age, too.
I'll say this. I think racial stereotypes are probably the funniest thing in the world. They probably are, man.
They are.
All the best jokes come from the racial stereotypes. If you can't laugh about it, there's something wrong with you. If you can't laugh about race, you're a fucking racist. How about that?
That's true.
Yeah.
And you're also denying the truth.
Yeah.
Yep. Last comment comes from at Eclipse WZ.
Need me a cream soda. What?
Eclipse WZ says, this is the only podcast worth listening to. No bullshit, no agenda, just straight don't give a fuck.
Oh, we got an agenda, bro.
Oh, for sure.
We got a pretty strong agenda. The agenda is to create a bunch of people that know what's going on and get over this stupid identity politics, get back to laughing, making money, kicking ass, and having a great fucking time in the United States of America. That's the agenda.
Red,
so
white,
there is an agenda.
Yeah, red, white, and motherfucking blue,
Yeah.
baby.
Red, white, blue, and big titties. Vote for me in 2028.
I'm Andy. I approve this message. Guys, we appreciate you for being real ass fans. Thanks for liking and commenting. Make sure you guys hit the bell notification on the YouTube. Stay up to date with the latest episodes of Real AF.
Big ass titties.
Yep. There it is.
If you don't know,
Bro, I can't wait till the debate stages in 2028.
when I walk out there with my Tropic Lightning energy drink and scream that in front of the whole fucking country.
Did he say this? Yes.
Well, see, what they don't know is I could finance myself to get on the debate. And I'm gonna.
Oh, we should.
Yeah.
Just to do it.
I know.
Yeah. Well, guys, let's keep this cruise moving. We got headline number 2. Let's check in on communism. Kamala. Yeah. Kamala Harris proposes Trudeau-style communist government housing plan. Look at all of these great things coming from whoever the fuck this lady is, because we didn't know her 2 months ago. Democratic presidential candidate Vice President Kamala Harris's housing proposals are so similar to those of Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau that it's hard to believe she wasn't inspired by them. Harris appears to be as dedicated to government housing as Trudeau. In a fiscal policy that Trump has called communist, Harris has promised big spending in her first 100 days in office through an investment in 3 million new homes. Trudeau's recent budget contained another $8.5 billion in new spending on housing as part of a $52.9 billion in new spending that added $40 billion to the national debt. This was all a part of his government's plan to, quote, make life cost less, according to Trudeau Finance Minister Chrystia Freeland. It hasn't worked.
Why don't we give the tools to earn more?
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, that makes you...
It's too hard.
I'm uneducated. That makes too much
work.
Yeah, I don't get that one. It hasn't worked, however. Trudeau has advocated a government housing policy throughout his 9 years in power, while home prices and rent have skyrocketed. After Harris released her plans for price controls across economic sectors, communism trended on X. Prosecuted meme maker Douglas Mackey said that Harris's housing plan sounds a lot like the central planning of ugly overcrowding that characterized Soviet housing for decades. Now, Trudeau's plan, Kamala's, they're the same thing. So let's just go check in with some Canadians and see how they're doing with Trudeau's communism. Check this clip out.
We got donuts over here if you want to thank you for your hard work.
I can bring some for my kids here.
Okay. The 25% tariffs we just brought in on Chinese steel is going to help you out.
That's going to keep my job, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a good job.
What about the 40% taxes I'm paying and I don't have a doctor?
The $400 million in invest in the electric car means you're going to have a job for
I think you're only here for another year. We won't see you around probably another year.
Well, that's what elections are for.
That's right.
And I look forward to everyone exercising the right to vote.
Yep.
The basic choice, we're going to invest in you and your job.
I don't believe you for a second.
Dental care? Do you know anyone who got dental care?
Yeah, I pay for it myself.
Okay.
We're like 3 years
You
behind.
have a job and coverage?
Yeah,
but we
four
got
people
seniors.
in my family.
We've got
Every
seniors.
time we go for a dental visit, it's costing me about $50 in my pocket per person.
Okay.
Why? I have a good job. You're not really doing anything for us, Justin.
Well, actually, we just invested so 500,000 people who hadn't been to the dentist got to go to the dentist over the past few months.
Probably like my neighbor that doesn't go to work because she's lazy.
Well,
She
you know
just
what?
doesn't go to work. She lives the same life
Most
I do.
Canadians try to stick up for each other, and that's what we're going to keep doing.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
luck and take care of your family, sir.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
All right.
Have a nice day.
Have a good day, sir. All right. Right, the other guys got the donuts. Excellent.
What a piece of shit.
So this motherfucker brings donuts to the job site and think that's going to make up for completely fucking people out of their fucking shit.
It's insane,
Bro, I
man.
will say this. Canadians have good self-control.
Oh, bro,
And
they're so nice.
I know, and it's a big problem for them. It makes them easy to conquer, right? They've been conquered. They just don't fucking admit it,
Yeah.
right? And then they have arguments like that. Like, oh, well, have a good day, sir. Well, you too, sir.
I'm not shaking your hand. You have a good day.
Yeah. Like,
No,
fuck
fuck
that
you.
guy. Yeah. Bro, that's the tolerance I'm talking about that's ruining the entire fucking world.
Yeah.
Like, why are we so tolerant of these people doing all of this shit? Why do we just sit and take it? Why do we do nothing? You know what I'm saying? There is not one person that can ride along on their horse and fix everything. You guys have to fix it in your own neighborhoods. You have to fix it in your own lives. You have to fix it in your own communities. And you think that anyone, Trump, anybody, is going to come in and fix your shit in your community? You are a fucking moron. It's never going to happen.
No.
It has to start at the bottom and work its way to the top, not go from the top down to the bottom.
Yeah, man. And it's no different either than that, we covered this too a couple of weeks ago, but that, this other policy she's trying to implement that's like $25,000 towards new home buyer purchases. But again, that's just going to make everything continue to go up. There is no plan to fix any of this. In fact, there's plans to make the shit worse. Just like her border and the border control with these illegal aliens that are coming through. There's no plan to fix that. They keep touting low numbers, but they're really just circumventing people and sending them through ports of entry. And so they're not counted as illegal boarding cross. Like it's completely fucked up shit.
You mean how they're not reporting crime data?
Right.
And you mean also how they're reporting crime data by illegals as white crime?
As white crime. Why would they do that? Because they can't have. Now, listen, dude. This is a crazy thing because you actually made a prediction a while ago about how there is going to be some issues between these illegal migrants and the American people.
Yeah.
Right. And we are starting to see these trends push up and up and up and up. Last week we talked about that Venezuelan gang in Colorado. Right. Well, they just made a massive push in Chicago. I don't know if you saw this. 32 armed Venezuelan gang members overtake apartment complex in sanctuary city of Chicago. Listen to this. This is the dispatcher's audio between the dispatcher and Chicago police. Just listen to this real quick, man.
Unit 3, I'm citywide person with a gun, 6124 South King Drive. Caller says 32 Venezuelans are trespassing the building, showing guns in the courtyard, and they have motorcycles in the courtyard as well. All stairwells are filled. Nothing further, zone clear.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You headed over to the ShotSpotter or to the 6124 on King for the migrants?
On King Drive.
All right, 10-4. If there's another available unit, arrive at 310. We had multiple calls. First with the gun, 6124 South King. Also came over to disturbance, large gathering. Could be 32 Venezuelans trespassing in the building property, showing guns in the courtyard. They have motorcycles in the courtway, all stairwells filled. And nothing further.
They received a bunch of these calls about this one place in particular. But to your prediction of this migrant American issue conflict that would be coming, this video comes out of this man who goes by Darula, and this is his message. I don't know if you've seen this video clip. Let's check this out.
To all Venezuelans in Chicago, this is the warning. If you ain't on no bullshit, stay neutral. Somebody please translate. Stay neutral. If you know somebody that's in your building on bullshit, don't let them run in that building, and don't let nobody see them run in that building. Because once word get out that that's the building that they in, they gonna chop that bitch down. Whatever building, the abandoned building y'all occupying and all that shit, yeah, you better get your food and just stay in the house, because they come out doing some bullshit. Y'all gonna regret that. You're gonna really regret that. So, I don't speak Spanish, so somebody need to translate. I hope they got TikTok that translate, I guess. They can kind of make me seem like I'm speaking Spanish. But anyway, take this like a grain of salt if you like. But this ain't Colorado. This ain't Utah. This ain't none of them places. This is just like where you from. The only difference is y'all use a lot of handgun, old revolvers, and machetes and shit. We got switches. We got switches. If you're not familiar with what a switch is, we will show you. We don't really be with all the telling and shit. But we will definitely show you what a switch is. So, again, somebody translate. Yeah. Make this known. This ain't like Colorado. I'm just just saying.
That clip
This sounds like fun.
sounds like a good time.
Bro, we need the black Americans and the white Americans to become the patriotic Americans that we should be, and we need to go fucking rid the society of these fucking fucks. Okay? I agree with this man.
Dude.
I hope they follow through. But I will say this. I think there's a lot of people in the black community that aren't prepared for actual third world people who know how to fucking survive. Okay? It's real easy to ride up and down the street and shoot your homie or some dude that fucked your chick. It's a whole different thing to combat against an entire gang that's used to operating together.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and it definitely seems like this is like way more organized, which just leads to the fact that I think that's what.
Why is our police that we're paying taxes to and our National Guard that we pay taxes to fund, or our military, why have they not fucking gone in and made an example out of these people? There's a real good reason why.
There's only one reason why in my mind.
What do you think it is?
It is because they won't allow it, meaning it's intentional. They want chaos.
They want more of it
in these fucking areas, bro.
That's right. They want more.
Because there's no good reason that you can give me.
I'm going to tell you this.
Why
that
not
shit
to
starts
do that.
happening here in St. Louis, we're going to fucking handle it. It's going to get handled. Because I know for sure people down here don't fuck around.
Fuck no, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, you can't go to the hill and step out of fucking line.
No.
We want to. It wouldn't be. We won't allow it, bro.
No.
They're going to try that shit in Lime. Ain't going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ain't going to fucking happen.
Yeah. It doesn't matter if it's a white neighborhood or a black neighborhood.
No, it don't matter, bro.
St. Louis runs real old school, dude.
It ain't going to happen.
Yeah.
Here. It ain't going to happen here. Guys, jump in on this conversation. Let us know what you guys think down in the comments. With that being said, let's get to our third and final headline here quickly. Headline number 3.
When they talk about the Venezuelans, all I think about is that fucking douchebag that we covered that was telling them all to come here and how to make money. And then he was on there the next day crying.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, we need to send them all home crying.
Yeah, fuck that dude. Headline number 3. This is an interesting one that just came out. Not sure what it means yet, but let's talk about it a little bit. Read this headline. 11th Circuit will reverse Judge Cannon's Mar-a-Lago dismissal, per an attorney. Judge Eileen Cannon's decision to dismiss the federal classified documents case against Donald Trump will be overturned in the courts, a legal expert has said. David Latt, a former federal prosecutor and legal commentator, said in a blog post that the United States Courts of Appeal for the 11th Circuit will back special counsel Jack Smith and reverse the decision from Cannon. Cannon ruled in July that the 40 federal charges against Trump over his alleged mishandling of classified materials and attempts to obstruct the federal government from retrieving them from its Mar-a-Lago resort should be thrown out. Trump pleaded not guilty to all of the charges. Cannon, who was nominated to the bench by Trump, backed the former president's argument that Smith was unlawfully appointed as special counsel in the case by Attorney General Merrick Garland because it was not approved by the state. Smith has appealed the decision to the 11th Circuit, accusing Cannon's decision of being, quote, at odds with widespread and longstanding appointment practices at the Department of Justice. So in his original jurisdiction blog, Latt predicted that the 11th Circuit would overturn Cannon's decision, noting that attorney Ken White described Smith's brief as very strong and completely brutal. Quote, although interestingly enough, it does not seek removal of Judge Eileen Cannon from the case, Latt wrote. I adhere to my prior prediction that the 11th Circuit will reverse Judge Cannon, he wrote. Quote, but I remain uncertain about how the Supreme Court would rule if they decide to hear the case, given the strong feelings that some conservative judges have about the separation of powers and executive authority, reflected in, of course, their ruling in Trump v. U.S., also known as the immunity case, the presidential immunity case that was been out. Now, what would happen of this? So, I mean, if Trump wins in the 2024 elections, he could order the DOJ to drop the federal investigation into him once he enters office in January of 2025. There were frequent calls to Cannon to be removed from the case over her past rulings, with Smith appearing reluctant to take the necessary steps to do so. And the DOJ, of course, was reached out for comment, to which they declined. Now, with that being said, there was this poll that I thought was interesting because with all of this stuff still happening, the new indictments that just came down, I believe there was 4 more indictments against Trump just a week or 2 ago. Mark Cuban, who by any means, I believe he's more left-leaning, I think.
He hates Trump.
He fucking hates Trump,
yeah.
Right? I think business wise, he's definitely conservative, but
I don't know. We don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know how many. What? I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. Who knows? Who knows what businesses he has? Who knows how much he works with China? Who knows how much he believes that, a communistic state would actually help him? He's over the hump. You got to realize in communism, the rich get richer. He's already super rich. He'd get a lot richer. The middle class and everybody else goes to poverty.
That's what suffers. Yeah.
Yeah. So, nobody knows.
Yeah.
It certainly isn't in the interest of anybody else but himself to have those views.
Yeah. I thought this was interesting, though. So he put out a poll on his Twitter asking people whose persona and character would you like to see young children grow up to have, with the options being Kamala or Donald Trump. And Trump won almost 70-30, bro.
Yeah.
And that's with his audience, which I thought was interesting. I mean, if that doesn't show you something, I don't know.
Well, he's having a problem reading the room. He's destroying his own personal brand.
He thought that poll was going to be Kamala fucking Trump 10-1.
That's right. And then when it turned out this way, he bitched about it being like
extra censoring.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
They're set. Yeah. So
fucking with my audience.
Yeah, bro. Look, dude. People have gone from loving Mark Cuban to thinking he's a fucking dirtbag,
fucking idiot,
in the last 3 or 4 years.
Mm-hmm. That's real, man.
And he doesn't care because he's like, well, fuck him, because that's always been his attitude. But like, I mean, bro, go woke, go broke.
It's not a good look. Now, the government is going to be making some very, very interesting pushes, I believe, as we talk about within the next 2 months. What they can do, we talk about those options all the time. But I do think it's interesting that certain things are starting to come out that just don't make sense in the headlines, right? Like I always get 1 or 2 of those, and I wanted to get your thoughts on this one because it's super weird that this comes out at this time. This headline reads, "Marketing firm admits using your own phone to listen in on your conversations."
No shit.
Yeah, of course. No shit. We've been on this. But why are they finally trying to admit it? And let's look at the responses of these phone companies and tech companies and see what they had to say about this article coming out. "Your long-held suspicions are confirmed. According to a report, your phone really is listening to you. A marketing firm whose clients include Facebook and Google has privately admitted that it listens to users' smartphone microphones and then places ads based on the information that is picked up, according to 404 Media. Cox Media Group, the television and radio news conglomerate, admitted in a pitch deck to investors that its, quote, active listening software uses AI to capture real-time intent data by listening to our conversations, according to the report. Quote, advertisers compare this voice data with behavioral data to target in-market consumers, the company wrote in the pitch deck. CMG noted in the deck that consumers, quote, leave a data trail based on their conversations and online behavior, and that the AI-powered software collects and analyzes said behavioral and voice data from 470 plus sources. The slideshow includes claims that Facebook, Google, and Amazon are clients of CMG's active listening service. Google removed CMG from its Partners Program website after it was contacted by 404 Media to comment on the matter. Quote, all advertisers must comply with all applicable laws and regulations as well as our Google ad policies. And when we identify ads or advertisers that violate these policies, we will take appropriate action, a Google spokesperson told the Post. Meta, the parent company of Facebook and Instagram, admitted it was reviewing CMG to see whether it violated any of its terms of service. Quote, Meta does not use your phone's microphones for ads, and we've been public about this for years, a Meta spokesperson told the Post. Quote, we are reaching out to CMG to get them to clarify that their program is not based on metadata. An Amazon spokesperson told 404 Media that its advertising arm, quote, has never worked with CMG on this program and has no plans to do so. The company said that it would take action against any partner that violates its rules. Now, last December, MindSift, a New Hampshire-based company, bragged that it used voice data to place targeted ads by listening to people's everyday conversations through microphones on their devices, according to 404 Media. The report revealed the existence of CMG's active listening feature. Quote, "We know what you're thinking. Is this even legal?" The company wrote in a since deleted Cox blog post from November 2023. Quote, "It is legal for phones and devices to listen to you. When a new app download or update prompts consumers with a multi-page term of use agreement somewhere in the fine print, active listening is often included." So I don't know if this was a whistleblower or what. The only thing that creates piques some thought-provoking action on my end is like, they're trying to use this guise of AI. We've been saying this shit for fucking years. AI is relatively new.
No. Relatively new to us.
Right. Right.
It's not new. It's been used for fucking decades. Dude, look, man. I've said this 1,000 times. People think I'm insane. Every single thing you say, every single website you look at, every single thing you type on your computer, every single conversation you have within the listening distance of a microphone on a device, whether it be your laptop, a cell phone, your television, whatever, all of it, every single photo you send, every single text you send, every single thing, all of it is fucking recorded and stored on what's called the stream. And they have a backup of the entire internet that they have available to them for everything that you've ever done, said, text, everything for every person. And they use these things to blackmail people, to get people in line, to prosecute people when they choose to need to remove someone from society. Have you ever wondered why, we watch all these TV shows and then they just happen to have this recorded part of the conversation that, why would someone record this conversation? Well, that's because all of it's being recorded and it's all being compiled to use against you in case you become too much of a threat. All right. That's exactly what's going on. And to think any different is completely naive at this point in time. And if you're thinking about this and you're listening to this and you're watching this right now, you should think about all the conversations you've had about what's going on in the world. Okay. And you should think about, have they organized people based upon the actual beliefs that they share with their friends and family in private on a certain list? Do you think they've done that? Because wouldn't they want to do that? Wouldn't they want to know what you actually believe versus what you say you believe in public? And then if they already know what you actually believe, then why the fuck are you hesitating to say so in public? Because all you're allowing them to do is to take more and more and more and more ground from us and use it against us. So they already know what you think. They already know what you believe. They already know all your shit. They know all the shit that you do that you don't want nobody knowing. They know all of our shit. And for that reason alone, we should all look at each other and be like, fuck them. Okay? And stand up for what the fuck is right and what needs to happen. These tech companies have fucking ruined the world. They've taken reality from us. We no longer have the quality of life that we had before it. And the 4 or 5 or 20 of these people are mega fucking rich. They make all the money and they take all of our attention, our time, our communication, everything that makes humanity, our life experience, our lived experience, and they put it on this fucking phone, and then they psychologically manipulate us to be fat, to be weak, to be sick, to be controllable for their own benefit against our interests. And dude, I'm sick of this shit. You all are sick of it too. But my biggest point here is, if they already have you and they already know what the fuck you think, why are you hesitating to voice what you want when that only gives them more strength and more power? It will never be easier to fight these people than it is today. It will get harder tomorrow. It will get harder the next day. It will get harder the next day. And when I say fight, I mean resist. I mean call it out. I mean stand up. It will only get harder. This fight that we are all in for our own lives and our quality of lives and this country and the world to be free is only going to get more difficult the longer that we wait. And the reason that we haven't won the battle yet is because a lot of people who have secret beliefs in private are not willing to voice them in public or live them in public. So if they already know what the fuck you think, why the fuck are you staying silent? Why are you continuing to be quiet? Why are you continuing to not voice what you know to be true? They already know. They know what you think. You're not going to be safe. You're not going to hide. They know. So if we all stood up and we all said, fuck this, they couldn't do anything. And that's what's happening. So when you say, why is this happening? This is happening because you won't stand up and call out what you know to be true and right and ethical and good for you, good for your family, and good for this fucking country.
You guys jump in on this conversation. Down in the comments, let us know what you guys think, man. With that being said, let's get to our final segment of the show. As always, we have thumbs up or dumb as fuck. This is where we bring in a headline, we talk about it, to get one of those two options. Andy, sir, you are an entrepreneur. You have hired plenty of people. You have fired plenty of people.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought this would be an interesting thumbs up or dumb as fuck for you. Get your thoughts on this. Thumbs up or dumb as fuck headline reads, this company will quit your job for you. Colleagues aren't worth saying goodbye to.
What?
Yeah.
Wait. So you're saying that these are the same people that bring their parents to the interview?
Yeah, bro.
So they don't, this is what I was talking about just a second ago. They've handicapped people to be so dependent, so weak, so disgustingly fucking inept that now there's a company that will call and quit their job for them because they can't have a conversation, but they can go online and say all the shit they want, right?
We're warriors, bro. So let's dive into this, man. While the great resignation made quitting seem easy, exiting an unsatisfying job is proving to be harder for some overseas, ushering in a new wave of businesses that help workers resign from their roles. In Japan, companies are cashing in on employees' hesitancy to call it quits and helping unhappy people leave their jobs. One such service is Exit, which oversees the resignations of 10,000 people per year and even offers half off for returning clients. Quote, Americans may be surprised, but I was too shy or too scared to say what I think, co-founder Toshiyoshi Nino, 34, told the Wall Street Journal. Quote, Japanese are not educated to debate and express opinions. Similar services have cropped up across the country, which has 2.7% unemployment and staffing shortages per the Journal. At quitting agencies like competitor Albatross, the staff calls clients places of employment and declares they are quitting and specifies other details, such as when their last day will be, how to return company issue tech or uniforms, and more. Albatross staffer Ayume Sakini, who's 24, came to work at the agency after experiencing her own difficulty quitting a previous role. Sakini, who now understands the stress of resignation, faced opposition when attempting to resign from her former job at a gas company and was only able to leave for good after crying and begging her boss. Has that ever happened to you? Like,
what? What do you mean?
Somebody like had to beg you to quit?
Well, how do you keep someone that wants to quit? Will you fucking grab them? Will you put them in a closet? Like, no, that's never happened. Like, first of all, we get quality individuals here. Even the ones that leave are usually very quality individuals. And I wish them the best. And I wish that when they leave here, they're going to say, dude, you know what? The best thing I ever did was spend my time over there because I learned this and this and this and this, which allowed me to be successful here. I take pride in that. No one's ever cried and begged. I don't beg people to stay either. Like, it's like, we get normal people here.
Yeah.
We don't get people bringing their parents to fucking jobs here. Like, imagine what I say on the internet, and then imagine everybody that works here has heard it already. So everybody that comes here or works in anything that I do already knows how the fuck it is, and they come here because they want to win, not because they want to be in some fucking weak-ass turd environment.
Yeah.
Okay? So we got winners here. So no, I never deal with this. I've never dealt with that. It seems absurd. And in fact, I think the people who have to hire a company like this probably deserve, every hardship that's coming their way. Like, if you don't have enough
cojones,
balls, and And you can't say, oh, well, what about the women? Because women got balls now too, right?
Yeah.
And if you say they don't, you're a bigot.
Careful.
All right. So if you don't have enough fucking balls to resign from your job, your life is going to be very difficult.
Yeah, fuck.
It just is. And you deserve it.
I wonder how much they're making off of this, bro.
You know what I think needs to happen?
What's that?
Like, dude, I think there needs to be a website where
$200.
Hold on. I think there needs to be a website where every employee of every company ever has a profile on it, and the companies and the coworkers get to rate that employee.
Oh,
yes.
It's like Glassdoor reversed.
Backwards.
Yeah.
Yes, because, dude, everybody that leaves, this isn't true. I'm not saying for my company, but I see this online a lot.
Mm-hmm.
People leave their jobs, and they leave this job, and then that job, and then that job, and it's always the job's fault. I would like to read what the fuck they were like. I would like to read from their coworkers. I would like to read from their management. I would like to read from their company. And if we had that, you wouldn't see these motherfuckers running their mouths out in the world about this and that and this, because everybody would know. So here's a fucking idea for you entrepreneurs. Go create that, get all the businesses subscribed to it, and you'll make a fucking gazillion motherfucking dollars. Just cut me off a little slice.
Bro, that's actually, I mean, that's fucking genius.
Yeah, I come up with 400 good ideas a day that I can't do. So there's a free one for you.
$200, bro, is what they're paying. $200 fucking dollars. Do they negotiate that to be in your last check? Like, how does that work? Fuck, man.
I you know what, dude? It's society, bro. Like I saw this video the other day. I mean, look, dude, this is unrelated to this. Like, this is obviously ridiculous.
Dumb as fuck, for sure.
Yeah. But, and bro, how different would the world be if every employee knew that their company and all their coworkers were going to rate them after they left somewhere?
How different would their work actually be?
That's right. Be a lot different. So, anyway, because I quite honestly, I don't think it's fair that companies get rated, but people don't.
No, that's
It's
real.
always one-sided, you know, and it's gotten better, right? 10 years ago, if someone went on the internet and talked shit about where they worked, everybody believed the person. Now, if the person goes out and talks shit about where they work, everybody's like, yeah, another one?
So what the fuck did you do?
Yeah, what'd you do this time, right? So it's changed.
Well,
People
because
just-
it's harder for companies to
people just
fucking
make them-
exist, bro.
Well, no, you don't have any repercussions because then they play victim and they say, oh, you're bullying me. What the f- are you talking about, dude? You said this was not true. You were like this, that was true, and you're only telling half of the story.
Right.
Luckily for us, you know, in the world, everybody knows those people are full of shit. But the point of what I'm saying here, which has nothing to do with this story, is I saw this video of this woman who was wearing this like fish net top and like literally like a bikini top underneath it. And you could see like the sides of her fucking areolas. Okay. And there was a poll on the picture, and the poll said, is this appropriate for a first date? And bro, this ain't appropriate for anywhere but like
bedroom,
maybe the bedroom, right? Fucking half the women in the poll were like, dude, we're women, we can wear whatever they want. Half the dudes were like, oh, I like, bro, society is so like, it's fallen so far culturally. It's just disgusting, dude. And for it to change, you're going to have to be the change. You're going to have to live the change. And I'm super frustrated like today and the last couple days just with like the amount of, and like, dude, I'm not like some prude. Like I'm not some dude that hasn't lived any life or doesn't enjoy having fun or, you know, like that's not, but like, bro, this is not okay. It's not okay for women to go out on dates with their fucking nipples sticking out. It's just not. No. You know what I'm saying? Like kids see that, other people see that, other people are like, and then we see dudes supporting it and like, dude, I'm just disgusted with the way that the world is. And like I said, I'm not some fucking, you know, one of these people
holier than thou.
Yeah, like one of these ultra conservatives over here, but like I side with them because the world needs a correction. You know what I mean? And it's just gross, dude. Like, where are we going to be in 20 more years? Where we just walk around naked with dildos hanging out of our shit? Like, bro, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, it's already, you can do that right now for 1 month out the year. Eventually.
Oh, yeah, no shit, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, bro, I mean, yeah, we're not in a good spot, bro.
Dude.
Yeah.
It just grosses me out, man. It just grosses me out where the fuck we are.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's some good looking motherfuckers right there.
Yeah, they are. No dildos in our ass.
I mean, not today. What? It's Tuesday.
Guys, Andy, that is all I have.
All right, guys. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Don't be a hoe.
Share the show.